Well, this is all the video I got for the day. I was sick Monday, and Tuesday I was sick. I had diarrhea, throwing up, vomiting, and today I'm going home. And I wasn't going to show all this video of this gearbox, but I guess I will. I was going to shorten it up a lot. That's all I got, so it's what you get. Well, this is my last pass on my slotted key. I'll explain to you in a minute the reason why I got to have a slotted key. I had to start new shafts again. Here in a minute I'll tell you why. This is a totally new shaft. I still gonna put Woodrow keys on the end, which is, I've always known it all my life, like that guy on the internet told me. His dad said a moon key. Well, I used to say moon key around here and the machinists would get on to me. That's a Woodrow key, that's a moon key. So anyway, the reason why we had to do that is simply because when this is in the dry, I won't have it. I'm gonna take that spacer out. I won't need it no more. When this is inside there, I have. Let me get over where I can see. Let me dump this out. These two flat washers be on the end. But when they're on the end, they'll butt up against that race. So there's no way I can slip back. There's no way I can slip back and forth in order to get a Woodrow key in there. See if we put our piece. It's a little bit sloppy. The reason why it's a little sloppy because when you use a 3/16 milling bit, the milling bit has a tendency to want to pull and walk. Of course, machinists know that. But I figure if it gave me a little bit of water play, I was able to slide these keys. And that's my whole idea. So, the moment of truth. Alright, let's see what's going to happen. Hope it slides on there. Ooh, would you look at that? So let me put this together and see how this one works. Well, I got my spacer, and I don't need my spacer. I'm using my spacer right now just to line it up. But you can see I got some keyway left on this side, some keyway shaft left on this side. So now, I'm just going to lock this one down, then pull this one off and pretend it's in the shaft. See if I could drop one in here. See if I could drop one of these keys in here, and see if I can slide it over in there. I think that I'm going to go ahead and build it this way and not worry about it. I'll run it until something happens. I'll come up with a better design gear transfer case. All I need is a 4-inch box. And you know how I put this over that, but I'm going to probably have this a little bit thicker, make these same block, have them a little thicker. But I'm machine and groove out my bearing to fit in here. Then I'm machine and groove out for my seal. So when that goes on it, all that'll be left is a shaft in there. So you can just pull this shaft in and out and put this bearing house on the end of it. That's the way I should have done it to start with, but I was going to make a dry box. And I went ahead and bought these bearings, and so that's how it ended up the way it did. Well, here's the last one. I'm not happy about it for the simple reason it's not offset from this one. You know, this one goes straight across and that, and just quarter weight around and got the next one. The reason why I had to do that, because I've already put a Woodrow key almost dead center. And I had to put it in dead center, and I don't want my Woodrow key to fall in there. And I've already had these marks. I was up to the wall. I couldn't get no key in it, so I was just going to drill a hole and let the set screws in the in part of the gear fit in there for temporarily. But I'm not happy with it, but this is going to work. Like I say, one day I'm going to rebuild a new box and new gearbox, and the next one will be right. This is going to get me going, get me running around a little while. I'll wear this and out has trouble, I'll take it off. Here it is about 11 minutes to 4. I'm just now getting back. I had to go help somebody out. But anyway, I'm ready to put this gearbox together. I separated the bearings a little bit. Gonna loosen the bolt for the bearings where I could blow all the shaving. I got all the shaving cleaned out. So I got all my shafts done. So I'm ready to put this thing together. So we're gonna start our engine. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna dig these seals out of here, all 40 bearings, so they can get oil. I've already dug these out. There ain't much oil in there from the factory. They just don't put very much oil in there. But there's the seal there. A lot of times I've pick these seals out anyway and pack these bearings. If I'm not going to have a grease fitting, I'll go ahead and pack that full of them and just pop that seal back in there. It's easy to go in there. It'll just pop right back in there. There it is in there. It's ready to go. Just got to get up on this lip, front lip right here. I can't only do this with one hand. I almost got it now. I can't do it. One hand, got it. Dig it out. So we're going to let me dig these out. We'll get started putting this. Now this seal here was a little tough to get out. It had a metal washer seal over top of this rubber seal. That's the first time I seen that, but I had to really take the hammer and beat on it to get that out, then to dig that one out. So now I got this open so it can get greased all the time. Won't have to worry about it. And look, they don't even pack them bearings all the way. They just El Cheapo. Notice all these holes in this thing? A bunch of them. But these two holes here, they're my pilot holes. If I put these in first, it automatically lines this bearing up. The reason why I did that because I had to wall these holes out longer. I elongated the hole, elongated this hole here, so I could slip this bearing up a little bit because the chain wasn't quite, had too much slack in it. So when I tighten these up, it'll put it right back where I want it. Then I can tighten the rest of these up. Then my aluminum piece go on. The aluminum piece go on these 4 holes here. That right there is what you call a boo-boo hole. I made a boo-boo on that one. I used the wrong drill bit, wasn't paying no attention. So there's no threads in it to mount nothing. So I was going to stagger them, put one here and one here. I should have went ahead and re-drilled it, put this one over here, and staggered it. But I don't care. I'm tired of working on it. And you see, you notice the back, it is what it is. So I don't have to do a whole bunch of lining up on this one. When I tighten these up, it's already in line. I might screw these 4 bolts in here before I tighten this up, just to make sure that them in there good before I tighten these up. Hey haters, hey, go ahead and give me a thumbs down on this because I don't give a shit. Go right ahead, because I give myself a thumbs down on this gearbox. I will build another one, and these bearings will be on the outside. They won't be on the inside. They won't have all these freaking bolts. Guarantee you that. Let me show you the slided bearing with these screws out. See that slided? I'm able to run it back and forth. But I got it pulled all the way up, putting the screws in. That'll stop one of them screws there. That one and that one will stop it. Line it back up. I got the 2 bolts in it lined up, so you just screw freely. I got one of these heads mixed up. I got to find the right head. I don't know which one it is, but big one goes somewhere else. Well, I saw the seals tore out of it. I ain't got very far. I got to put this bearing back in here. Then I'll be ready to start to assemble this thing. Well, here it is, almost 7:15. It's still Saturday night. And I ain't got this gearbox together yet. I got a place to put the oil in here. Put a drain plug in the bottom. I keyed the shafts today, both these shafts. I took all this thing apart and cleaned it and put it all back together. It don't look like I ain't done it, and I grind all this around the edge, grind it around the bottom. So tomorrow, hoping I could finish putting it together and get this thing mounted. And I want to get it just cranked up just to see it, the wheels turn. That's my motive. That's what I want the light to do, but I don't know if that's going to happen. All right, see you in the morning. and hope we can get this thing together today and get it mounted. I still now I gotta put all the gear, the cogs in and stuff, and put this back together and put it in there. And I already got my hole drilled at the top, got my hole drilled at the bottom for my drain plug. Now I got to put a drain. I got to put a one in here somewhere that's going to be for the oil. When you put oil in, it runs out, you know it's full. That'll be my, like on back of your Cub Cadet in the back, that little fuel plug. This will be a same thing, you might say, but instead you fill it at the top. I got a filter I want to see, not a filter, but I got a funnel here. I want to see if it'll work in this top hole when I get oil in. Whoop, there it is, like it was meant for it. You know, on top I wanted to put a little vent thing on top of it, but I'm afraid it's going to be in the way of my lines and stuff, and the power steering motor and the control and all that. So what I think I'm going to do, either drill another hole and have one there just in case, or don't like the idea, but it would work. Drill a little tiny hole inside this, and that way water can get in and fill it up, but at least it will breathe. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. Might just drill another hole somewhere, put another plug in, just in case that breathing don't work. I don't want to put it on there. I have to drill it. Just got it all together and get all them shavings in there, because these bearings are open. I don't want stuff be falling down in there. Well, I went ahead and left out one of them spacers over here, plus a spacer in the middle. So that gives me a lot wider. It's in the milling machine. I cut them off. I'm going to cut them off this side and slide them in there and lock them down. So, but all these are 1/4 inch. I need 3/16. So I got to cut all these off. Then I got to set them in the milling machine and mill them down to 3/16. All right, now I got 4 of them identical, the same length. Now I just got to go take them, mill each 1/4 down to 3/16. Today is not my day. I haven't been very productive. I've cut some keys off. I get ready to mill them off 3/16. I can't find them, so I look and look and look here in the up to that table, to that red toolbox, to this table. I'm losing stuff left and right, so I'm getting aggravated. So I just said to hell with it. And I went to sit down in this chair to move this rag. Bam! There they are, right up on my nose. Now I'm going to put them in here and I can mill them all down. That's what we're going to do. I hope. If I don't put these here, so I won't lose them. Right there. So if I come back and ask y'all, you'll know where it's at, all right? All right, anybody know what I done with them keepers? Where? On the vise. I don't see them on the vise. What vise? That over there? Oh, the one behind me. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Whoops, there they are. Appreciate that. Let's set them in here, and let's I'm gonna try to put them all at one time and do it. I don't know how that's gonna act, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Open that vise a little bit more. Come on, get in there. Probably some of you see, hey, why you do that? I don't care. I'll hold down with that. Tighten it up. And see how much, what it feels, top up, flicker the. All right, let's go with it. Whoop, there it is. Just flip it over to the other side. Blow it off. All we gotta do now is take that side off, and we'll have it. Whoop, there it is. There's three up. Well, there was three of them. One there. One done fell. I probably done lost it and can't find it. There it is. Wow. Alrighty then. And there should be one more. There's another one somewhere. Should be four. Just got to clean all the little snags off of the little splinters. Put them in the vise and fire. You know, it's going to be amazing if I even have a video this week, because I cannot find my magnetic scriber. I'm tired of losing stuff. This has been a day of lose everything. Lay it down and lose it. I'll need them 2 washers right there later. That goes to something. But stuff is right up on my nose and I can't find it. I need to find my black scribe with a magnet. There it is, crap, right there in front of my eyeball. So I'm talking about all day long, just losing crap. So we're going to take one of these things here. We're going to slide in between this gear, hoping I can get in that shaft down there. I said I hope. I don't know what's going on. Let me stop this. I can't do this one. Well, I got it in there, and you can barely see it starting to show in that hole. But I'm going to take this here hook, push it over. I'm trying to do this looking through the camera monitor. I don't know if you can see it, but it ain't quite far enough. I think it is now. Let me get a flashlight and look in there, because I can't see crap. Yeah, it's in there all the way. All right, that's ready to lock down. Just got to get my shaft where I need it. Got to get that lined up. Because if I don't, nothing else going to line up. I went ahead and put that RV, what the hell you call this stuff right here. Putting it on there. Keep from leaking. So this will go up. Oh, I got to put some grease on that so that seal can slide on there. All right, I got this bottom shaft 50-50 on each side. If I slide this over, you can see the key. See it? I think that's good. Look how sloppy it is. And I made it what the other one was. Should have made it a little bigger, but it's all right. Once I tighten down and it twists to where it binds at, it won't go no further. Because it ain't like it be going reverse and forward, reverse and forward, reverse and forward, and working loose. It's always be one way all the time, and that's it. Oh, I am so stupid. Freaking stupid. I could leave this in here, but this can't be all the way to the end because it has to have that much space on the end. I didn't put the spacer over there, so I slid the key over like a dumbass. So now I got to re-loosen this one. I find the freaking hole. That one. And don't lock this one down yet. I got to lock this according to where it needs to be at. Now I got to put one on this side and slide it over. This needs to be all the way over and locked down. This needs to be about like that. The same distance over there is over here, then locked down. It's got to be my chain distance. I did have some spacers went in. See, I had a little thicker spacer going in the middle. Then I had like a 1/4 inch spacer here. The 1/4 inch spacer go here, which I can't use it because if I use it, I can't get no keyway in it whatsoever at all. Nothing, zero, zilch. That's why once this gearbox ever has a problem with the gears or the chain, whatever, I'm trashing this whole box here. I'm gonna build another one. Won't use these pillar bearings, but I'll do the same principle I did here, but I insert it and put the bearing inside of this piece, same way with a seal in it. And I'll put some dowel pins in it where it'll line up, then put these screws in it. These 4 screws fastened on there, on the next one. This is probably going to be a 4x4, and there'll be enough room because you won't have these pillar bearings there or there in the way. You won't have all these stupid screws. This is a joke here. I never made one, so that's the way I made it. I know next time you learn from your mistakes. So there you go. Here it is, going to 2 o'clock already. I got this one side completed. Finally, got it spaced out right. Got all the set screws in it over here. Got these set screws in it here. Them set screws, them tighten up. Them 2 indicating that's where your keyway is. I don't know why I did it. It don't matter. But anyway, I can hear the crowd roaring right now because finally I got something done today. Finally. I just see them out there clapping their hands and just shouting. Well, it's a little after 3. This is as far as I got. I got this in here, ready to put the chain in. I can't put the lid on yet. I can put it on, but still got to grind all this well off, make it smooth like that, make it pretty. But that could be done another day. I'm not worried about it. This other piece like this goes over here. The hole for the seal is not ready, not bored out. I can't, this here is not bored out big enough, the right size. I don't have the right tool. I would like to use this thing right here. But it belongs to the machinist that uses this machine. And he knew I'd use it, he would raise hell and might try to stop me from using the machine room. So I don't touch any of his tools on his table, his box, nothing like that. I don't bother nothing. I got a hammer up here and this stuff, I shouldn't even have it up there, my file. But I'll show you what I did the other one with, and it was a pain in the butt, but I did it. This thing was hard to set. For some reason, this time I couldn't do it. I don't know if the chip is, broke off. I can't see it that well. But every time I start to use it, and start pushing down, this end here would rear up. And I tightened the hell out of the screw, it don't make no difference. I know you don't turn it this way, you got to turn this backwards. That's the way I was turning it. So I give up on it. I'll get the machinist, see if he'll do it for me. See if he will cut this right size, this last one. Because that bolt there holds that. So I could take that out, you know. I mean, I don't have to take it out, but I can put it in the tractor and see if I can get it lined up, what I'm trying to say. I can't even talk. A little aggravated today. Hey, I want to apologize for my attitude today. I know I was grumpy grandpa, but today has not been prosper. Has not been prospering. My work has not been productive. It's not went my way. I've been all stinking day on this box and yesterday, and it's taken way too long, and I got way too aggravating with it. I got to put my silicone there and put my screws on that. That'll have that. Put my chain on it. I'll be through inside of here. So I got my vent in there. So just got to drill a hole in here somewhere and put a level plug in. You put the plug out and put oil, and oil come out of the hole. That's as much as oil you want in it. So I don't know how much oil I'm going to put, but I will. Anybody got a suggestion? Maybe I should put it quarter the way, halfway. I know it shouldn't be way up here, but I'm pretty sure there's one. If you look at the screws from the bottom, there's 1, 2, 3. So where do you think I would put it? In between 1 and 2 right here? I mean between 2 and 3? Or right here on that one? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Well, I almost lost it a while ago. I'm talking about my nerves. Getting this pulled together. You got this long link that goes through here with 2 links that go in the middle. Oh, that drove me nuts. I don't know why I'm here today. I should have just turned around and went home. I got here this morning. But I tell you what, this has been one aggravating day right here. I'm talking about, if you ain't ever aggravated, I don't know. I'm aggravated to the maximum moment, to the limitation. My brain's about to blow up, about to scream. Put it that way. I'm about ready to scream like a little girl. You know, it might be 14 minutes before. I'm fixing to clean up and get out of here. I'm aggravated. I can't stand no more of this today. I got this together. I'm gonna put the 4 screws in silicone before I leave. I'll do that. But ain't nothing I can do with this side, with this bearing, with this housing, until I get the seal cut out right. So I can go ahead and probably Monday stick this in the tractor and start trying to line it up and build the motor the mounts on the side of this thing. But anyway, if I don't do it, this is all we got right here. So adios for right now. All right. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, comment. Appreciate it. Catch you later. Bye.